Welcome to this week's DIZPod. Today on this week's DIZPod, it's Thanksgiving week. Let's go. Welcome everybody, and we are on a special night. You wouldn't know that if you don't listen live, but we are live currently right here from the LID studios and around, well, I guess the lower quarter of the Northeast is what it is. Let's bring in my buddies, my pals, Lawrence and Catherine. Did I remove you? I gotta add you.
Catherine? You mean
Kathy?
Kathy.
Oh, that just comes right off the tongue. Hi, Catherine, wherever you may be.
Hi. Well,
So-
that actually is my full name, but you know, my parents goofed on the birth certificate, put Kathy, so it's actually Kathy.
How do you
so
goof that?
You're supposed to be Catherine,
I'm supposed to be Catherine, yes.
but they put Kathy on the. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, how do you mess that up? Who
I
did
don't know.
that? Your dad? Was it your dad?
Probably.
Oh, we love Dad, though.
Yes, we do.
Dad gets a pass for most things.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So we are just a few days away from Thanksgiving. I have had a countdown on my phone for the last 2 weeks. I just love that day. Thanksgiving Day is probably my second favorite day of the year, besides Christmas Day. I just love everything that goes in it. We'll talk about traditions that we have, but just for the Thanksgiving piece alone, listen, when I say this, people say you can cook your own, but I know I can, but I won't. So that big Thanksgiving turkey and Thanksgiving meal is something that I love it, but I probably love it more because I only get it once a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tammy will only go through all that trouble once a year, and I understand it's a lot of work. So I'm so excited for that, and love everything that comes with it. And we've invited Kathy and her dad over this year,
Yes.
and it'll be a good time. Now, Kathy and I have to just figure out what Kathy's going to bring, because this is a picky family over here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the only one who's not picky.
I know. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? Can we get you closer to the microphone today? It was
Okay.
a little bit different. Let me see.
That better?
Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
How's that, Lawrence? Do we need
Oh,
her?
that's better.
Do we need her closer? Much better?
Okay.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. And you get to be closer to us. Hi. Welcome. How are you? So
Oh, hello, my darlings.
Kathy has ears on today. Display those
Yes.
ears. What do you have going on here today?
Oh, I've got the contemporary ears, the with the monorail and Incredibles.
Nice. Yeah, they came out with a line of merch for that. Off the top of my head, I can't remember everything. I did get the mug,
Mhm.
and those are really cool. Something tells me that there's stuff on the back as well,
Yes,
but you
there
probably
is.
can't show it now. Can you show it now?
All
All right, she's turning around. We'll do play-by-play. And very nice. We've got the Contemporary on the right side from the back, and it says Contemporary Resort, Disney's Contemporary Resort.
Very nice.
Nice artwork. I like that artwork there too. Today, I am going with a mug that almost needs two hands.
Mhm.
It's the Pixar ball, and it's a mug that's almost the size of the Pixar ball that's outside of Toy Story Mania. So we could all stand in front of this and take a photo. It's huge. It's like half a gallon of coffee right here. Oh, yeah, half a gallon.
That'll
You
right
keep
there.
need,
going.
you need half a gallon today?
No, I don't. This is right now I'm enjoying a little iced coffee, coconut, and something else. Coconut mocha, maybe? Something like that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, some
Sounds
good
good.
stuff right there.
Mhm.
Dole Whip Dave says, just
Aw.
go to Liberty Tree for bonus Thanksgiving meals. So that kind of was mentioned by Tammy. Once the kids are, well, it's kind of like once the kids are gone out of the house, it doesn't mean they go away, though. Tammy said that on the live stream on Saturdays, that she's like, well, I asked her, I said, well, you're very traditional because the kids are home for Christmas and all that. Even now, even though they're in their mid to later teens, she feels like they need to be home and open up gifts in the morning. Like it wouldn't be like, hey, let's go stay on Disney property or let's go visit my mom for Christmas. No, they have to be home to open gifts. So we'll see. we might try it when the kids are out of the house. We might. Oh, she said maybe in transition we'll go eat somewhere. She and I, or I mean, we're gonna eat with the kids if they're in the state. But if they're not, we'll do Disney or something like that. I think.
Well, don't forget we're blocked out depending on what pass you have. We're blocked out for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. Well, okay. So that's another dynamic. You know, we might
blocked out for
upgrade when the kids
holidays.
are gone.
if
If I don't have to pay for the kids' passes anymore, then we might just upgrade. I'll have to check with the boss on that one because it's a significant upgrade. But I mean, we might just upgrade. So we'll have to see on that one. If not, hey, we'll go eat it. I don't know if I want to eat Cracker Barrel though. I love Cracker Barrel, but I don't know. You might want something a little bit more special if you're going out to dine.
The Lakeside Inn. There's actually two great places, two great buffets in this area. The Lakeside Inn in Mount Dora is wonderful, and so is Mission Inn over in Howie in the Hills.
Oh, Mission Inn, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Both
I
of
hear
them.
they do a really nice job.
Both of them
here.
have great spreads. I've eaten them both, and I approve on both.
And Gilnack in chat says, I'd be up 3 times during the night drinking that much coffee in the evening. Yeah, well, you know, I fall asleep drinking coffee. I don't know what it is. I think my energy is like it works in reverse with coffee, you know. Kind of like people, yes. Kind of like people who are hyperactive sometimes if they I don't even know what it is. Isn't it something if they take something like sugar or something, it has the opposite reaction?
The opposite
something
effect,
like that. Yeah. Okay. So
What
here we
shirt are
are.
you wearing?
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So I am wearing my brand new Polynesian shirt. So lots of different, what would you even call them? Just different Polynesian faces on there.
Mhm.
And we even got the little tiki guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this was Alani, he would be a Menahune. So, yeah. Shirley Renee got her pain cream for the giveaway. That's awesome. And yeah, we'll be giving away more things tomorrow night.
I am wearing a shirt for the holiday. It actually, I might have to stand up for this one.
The big reveal.
Oh, big turkey. He's so cute.
Nice. I can do a turkey impression.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Do we want to hear this? I'm going to get away from the mic a little bit. That's my turkey.
That's really good,
Vote.
actually.
Thank you. We used to have turkeys walk by our bedroom when we lived in Maine. It was crazy. And then there was one moment in time where we had about 10 turkeys and they'd walk down the street by our house around the same time, around dinner time. And I called it the turkey parade. And then after Thanksgiving, I would look at the turkeys that came by and I said, boy, did you get lucky. Did you know, fun fact about turkeys is that when we were building our house in Maine, we'd walk over sometimes and check the progress. And I think we were going over to look at our porch. I think the porch was just about to be done or something, the front porch. And something out of the corner of my eye was coming towards us and we ducked. So happens there was a turkey in the tree in the corner. Did you know turkeys go high enough to go in trees? Yeah.
No way. Did not know that one.
Yeah, that turkey almost took me out. The wildlife of Maine. So what do we got going on today? That's my opening.
Yeah, so the only time I've seen real turkeys out in the mountains in Asheville, we have the Biltmore Estate. It's like the largest privately owned home in the country. So we like to go there. They have a winery, which, by the way, I'm drinking out of a wine glass today. That
look at that
friend made for her. It says Bibbidi Bobbidi Booze.
I approve.
Nice.
I'm just drinking Dr. Pepper, but
Dr. Pepper.
I figured it was for the holiday. So Yeah, there are turkeys. There are wild turkeys out there in Asheville. So I saw them out there. We don't have them over here.
Okay. Okay. Alicia says that she gets turkeys out where she is in
Mhm.
Franklin. Your mom was like, is that a turkey vulture? Happy Thanksgiving, Jenny Inspire. So good to see you. I want to thank everyone so far who have been leaving comments. We're definitely getting more comments on our videos and the DIZPod. So thank you for that. We'd like to continue that if you don't mind. Pamela V, welcome. Kit Stalberg, Jacob Bonfiglio. We see everybody there. And Gilnack. Before we get started on our official subjects of the podcast, I went to our P.O. box today, and I got a little gift from Ann Gilnack. Are you ready? It's the absolute latest shirt from Disney Parks. It's the Christmas Hawaiian shirt.
Hey.
Give me a close-up on that. Give me a close-up on that.
Sorry.
We're trying to make more use of our other ways to lay out the screens there.
That's cute.
So there it is. Isn't that cute? The pattern is really cute.
It is.
Thank you so much, Anne. I sent her a thank you earlier. And I really wanted to wear it tonight, but it's a Thanksgiving podcast, so we'll hold off on that one. Yeah.
Well, Christmas will be here soon enough, the way the days are flying. You blink and it's going to be here.
Oh, absolutely.
I was rolling home on 2 wheels today, flying here, trying to get here for the show. After having an appointment out by Steve Bullock, and I needed something to listen to a little Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and then also threw on the Buddha U Parade. So I had all the holidays covered.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. What I'm still doing as far as what I'm listening to, and if anybody wants to mention it in chat, what are you currently listening to that's Disney from music, if at all? We'd certainly make use of all the stuff that YouTube has to offer. They have a ton to offer. Mm-hmm. And my most popular played thing right now is the Epcot music loop. So when Jacob and I are walking by, I kind of look at him and I'll hum like the next few notes to the transition to the next song, and he just shakes his head. He's like, how do you know this so well? Oh yeah, wait, I know. Just can't help it.
I listened to that on the way to the appointment I was going to.
Nice.
Nice. So
nice.
Yeah.
Disney Dina doesn't start listening to Christmas music until the day after. I literally was playing Christmas music right here in the studio area before we went live. Yeah, listening to Holly.
Thanksgiving is the start of the Festival of the Holidays at Epcot.
Yes, it is. We'll be there a week later to cover some of that stuff. I love that day in the parks when we get to cover a brand new festival. Everything's new. The music and the merch and the food. It's just an open playing field for the food booths. So,
what day you go into that?
A week from Saturdays.
Oh, so what? December 2nd?
Is it the 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because we'll be at Universal. We'll be at Universal this Saturdays. So excited for that one. And then, December 2nd, we'll be there for that as well. And the only way we're going to do the cookie stroll is if there are some new cookies in there. We need new cookies in that cookie stroll. Please, Disney. There's still time to change. I don't care if they put, boxed cookies in that thing. They should just pull a cookie from like every country or some of the top countries and just put it out. Like maybe it's a cookie that they already sell. Just put it in the stroll.
Yes, I was going to say December 2nd is my mom's birthday-versary.
Aww.
So
birthday-versary. Was she married on her birthday?
Yes. Her and her husband were married on her birthday and his birthday.
They have the same birthday?
They have the same birthday.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
That couldn't have been coincidence. I mean, yeah. I mean, was it? That would be crazy. That would be so crazy.
Yeah.
I was born on my parents' first anniversary. Exactly 1 year to the day that they got married, I was born.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And I was 3 weeks early. I was 3 weeks early.
So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
I was right on time, and I've been late ever since.
Yeah, we know.
Jill didn't want to come out. And she still does the same.
Mom will have to
Jill
tell
was
me
late.
if I was on time or late or early.
Jill was late. Disney Dina said, I think a cookie from every country is a great idea and would fit perfectly in Epcot. Who knows what yummy cookie you can discover from a country that you've never tasted. I'm all for that idea. If there was just a little bit of research done to see if there are actually enough cookies to put together that were unique, that would be amazed.
Yep. There have to be. There have to be. Every country has their specialty. They need to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have school bread in Germany, so I mean, they've got to have some cookies in there too. It's been a while since I visited over there, for sure. September 29th was your due date.
How about that?
Jill was born on September 28th, you know.
4 days, 5 days. There you go.
You were almost birthday buddies, almost.
Almost.
One quick story about that. Tammy was so adamant about Jillian not having the same birthday as her cousin. She's like, I am holding out till after midnight. And she did. She almost spiked Jillian to the floor with excitement, like she scored a touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So what do we got going here today, Mr. Maestro?
So you have some Thanksgiving items we want to talk about, right? Did you have that pulled up? Maybe.
I have Thanksgiving items.
I thought
You had, well, just the thing you were bringing up before about Florida.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah,
that too. Yeah.
The list. Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh,
The
Corey,
list.
You're hilarious. You're hilarious, dude. I don't
The
know.
list. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Let me see if I can pull this list
For those
up.
that are new here, this is not episode 1. This is
I
actually
know.
episode 24.
Oh, boy.
We just pretend it's episode 1.
We like
Let's
to keep
see.
it
Where
fresh.
is that? We do.
Uh,
It's not even showing up.
So, while you're doing that, let's see. How many of you know what Saturday was in Disney history?
this past Saturday?
This past Saturday.
I know, but I'll let someone else say it or guess. What was the special event that's definitely under celebrated at
I agree.
Disney World? It's like, really? I don't know why.
Everywhere. Well, I don't know. Was it celebrated in Disneyland? I don't think it was.
I mean, if it was, I guess it didn't come across to me that they did anything. I don't know if Magic Kingdom maybe had some buttons, but other than that, we were at Epcot and there was nothing.
Nothing.
Yep.
There was nothing.
And Gilnack got it. Disney Adventures Home got it. Shirley
Yeah.
Renee, Michelle Hollensteiner, Dole with Dave. Yep, we got a lot of people who know. We got some Disney fans out there. Yay!
Yeah.
That's right. The Diz fam is definitely educated. All right,
So
I pulled it up here.
I wanted to
Go ahead.
show something, but Corey, let me know if you can hear this before I show it. If I hit play.
Of course, you know this fella here, Mickey Mouse.
The inimitable little
You
character
hear
that
it?
started this whole story with Walt Disney.
Yeah, that gives you the chills, right?
Yeah.
Gives me the chills.
I'm going to share that. We'll share that. It's 2 minutes, and then we'll come back.
All right, sounds good. Enjoy, everybody. Waiting for that to come up. Oh, Shirley Renee says Lawrence is going to make us cry. A tear or two isn't too bad now and then. We get to watch on screen. It's coming up. So stay tuned, everyone, after this, because we've got some Thanksgiving discussion that will be going on here. Questions. Here it is. I see Mickey. I see Mickey. I see Mickey. All right, here we go.
Of course, you know this fella here, Mickey Mouse.
The inimitable little character that started this whole story with Walt Disney.
Hang on, pal. Here we go.
Mickey and I started out the first time many, many years ago. Mickey at heart was an unselfish little guy. He wanted to help others find a place in the limelight, too.
Lend a hand, me hearty.
Being only a mouse, I guess it's honest to say he enjoyed all his newfound fame.
What would you like to have me draw?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey!
And now they're all waiting for Mickey himself. Here he comes.
The story of Mickey is truthfully the real beginning of Disney.
Mickey's look has changed throughout the years, but somehow Mickey Mouse has managed to remain a pop culture icon.
He started as this simple character, but over time he becomes this reflection of who we are.
3 simple circles, probably the most universal symbol ever created. After all the years, he's still here.
Mickey is a thing we all share.
I love you, Mickey. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
Wow. Wow.
So I saw that Saturday morning on my phone, and
Same.
I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And then we were on our way to the Disney Wish advance screening, and they were showing all the cartoons they showed before were things based on Wish, or wishing upon a star, or what have you. So it was kind of cool. And then as the preview started, they showed Inside Out 2, trailer for that, and some other trailers. And then right before the movie, they showed that on the big screen. That was crazy. That was crazy to see. Yeah. That definitely got us seeing that on the screen.
So well done.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey's the man. You know, you look at that and you're just like, wow. And it's like they say in the segment, like after all these years, he's still around. I mean, he's stronger than ever. Mm-hmm. And he's taken on so many forms, you know, and you don't care about what form he's in. I mean, you just love them all. You know, you can have traditional Mickey. I still love traditional Mickey, whatever that means. But I love the Mickey shorts. Like, that is so off the wall Mickey. You know, that's Mickey meets Ren and Stimpy for anybody who knows what that is.
Once upon a time, when Minnie falls, he runs back over to her. Oh, it's amazing. So good.
It's good stuff. Mickey's got to have high blood pressure in that show. He's so stressed out. Goofy's dirty, you know. Donald Duck is nastier than ever. It's a really love those shorts.
Yeah.
Love them. And you can't just, it's like a good chip. You just can't eat just one. You just got to keep playing them. You just let them roll on Disney Plus, you know, and enjoy. So yeah, that's good stuff. All right, let's talk about a little Thanksgiving here. We have got some questions, conversation starters. So starting at the top, what are some of the dishes and y'all can talk in chat. We'll see what you're talking about. And so for us here, what are some of the dishes or ingredients that you associate with Thanksgiving? And if there are any, how do you prepare them or enjoy them? I'll say one to start, which is something that, again, is unique to ever having it any other time. My mom would make a green bean casserole. Now, if you brought that to dinner, Kathy, I would eat that. Green bean casserole. It's like the crunchy onions with the cream of something. Maybe it's cream of onion. And my mom says it's easy to make, but that is something that I associate with Thanksgiving, besides the traditional turkey and things like that. What about you guys?
Go ahead, Kathy.
Well, family. I associate it with family because, that was always a big family holiday. We always used to, originally we used to cook. Then we went out for a while, and then, now it's kind of changed since I've been down here. I've only cooked Thanksgiving dinner once since I've been down here. Usually I'm either going over somebody's house or we're going out somewhere. But the turkey, it's my favorite meal of the entire year. Nothing beats it for me. The turkey, the stuffing, the potatoes, everything. I just love everything about Thanksgiving dinner.
Mm-hmm. Tammy bought extra stuffing, so let's have at it this year. I'm the only one that eats it in the house.
What kind of stuffing?
Nope. Dad and I will be partaking in that. We both love stuffing.
Excellent. Just the stovetop.
Same.
Stovetop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Is the best.
I'm
Nothing
good with
beats stovetop.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's great. For me, mac and cheese. So Catherine, I don't know where she got that recipe online somewhere, I'm assuming. But she makes a very good, a baked mac and cheese, I guess it is. So not like, Kraft or Velveeta. So there's a couple different types of cheese in there. It's really, really good. Takes a long time to make though, much longer than Kraft.
I'd be very interested to try that, Catherine. I don't know how you can get it to me, but I'd be very interested. Maybe if we stay in another resort where we've got the kitchen available.
We have a kitchen, yeah.
Let's see. So maybe we'll pay a little bit more attention or call out a little bit more of what Chad is saying, because they're truly, not that they don't always participate, but this is extra good feedback, I guess, today. But Ann Gilnack says stovetop is delicious, but nothing beats homemade stuffing. Grandma Grover says, I dry the bread overnight and break it up the bread early in the morning to make the stuffing. That all sounds great. Dita says she enjoys all my Ohana cooking. Much more of a baker. It's kind of the way it is for everybody, right? You either are good at baking or you're good at cooking. Like, I've never met anybody that's actually said, is there anybody in chat that is actually really good at cooking and really good at baking? It's kind of funny. Yes. Squash pie for Shannon Woods. You are? Mm-hmm. Well, Kathy did make a special breakfast for me, and it was really good. So I can't argue with that so far.
You haven't even begun to see the things that I can cook.
Why are you holding out? Why are you holding out? I only live down the street.
I know. Well,
green bean casserole and brown sugar glazed carrots for Grandma Grover. Traditional turkey meal for Shannon. Yeah, you surprised me when you said macaroni and cheese, because I'm like, that's kind of an every month, week kind of thing. So that's interesting. But it's the special way that Catherine prepares it.
So she said her friend Melanie, who she got the recipe from, and she doesn't even make it anymore. And that's whose house we're going to for Thanksgiving this year. So, Catherine, are you making it?
You need to make it. The call has been put out. Our twin life, hello. It's so great to see you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. She says, I'm going out Thanksgiving Day, so I don't have to cook. There you go. Everybody, let's acknowledge Steve Bullock for that. He dropped a gift, I think.
Yes.
A gifted membership, and it went to Jacob Bonfiglio. Congratulations. if anybody that's new here listening or whatever, with that, you get a $5 membership for 30 days. It's the second level of the LID Club, and it gets your name in the credits at the end of future live streams and the special emojis and all that good stuff. So enjoy that, Jacob. You deserve it. You are a big supporter of our channel. And we can also say blast the chat for our twin life for that $10 super chat that says see you real soon. That's awesome. So you'll have to let me know when you're coming. We love hanging out with our twin life. And hey, our twin life has a great YouTube channel. So if y'all want to check it out, our twin life family, check them out. And we've appeared in some of those vlogs as well with them.
She's a plate princess this year. No cooking. Are we bringing something? Are we taking something away?
You got to bring something. You must discuss this. You must discuss. Let's move on. What are some of the memories or stories that you have of celebrating Thanksgiving in the past? What are some challenges or joys you faced or experienced? We'll point at, well, I guess whoever comes up with something first. I'll start with this just because it's at the tip of my tongue, because I talked to my mom before this. My mom went on a string where she strung together a few Thanksgivings where she kind of spilt all the grease on the floor, transitioning the turkey, I think. She said, I think it started to get into my head and be a mental thing where you grabbed it and it just started to like tilt with those foil pans and just, fall to the floor. And that's just get in the stove. That's just a really tough situation. But I guess I was too young to help her clean that one up. But my dad was there. So they handled that together. Sorry you had to deal with that, Mom. I don't know. I don't think I have any strong, other than that, any strong Thanksgiving memories. How about you guys?
Well, let's see. My mom's birthday was November 23rd. My uncle's birthday was November 25th. And my best friend's birthday is November 21st. So at some point in time, we were celebrating somebody's birthday on Thanksgiving with everything else. So.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I would say my grandmother had 9 kids, and probably when I was in high school, there probably would have been 15 or 16 grandkids. So we had a large family. Her kitchen was big enough to hold 2 full-size tables. So we always had a ton of family over, and we would, I would help cook because I was the oldest of the grandchildren. So I would help cook a little bit. And then we'd watch the parade, the Macy's parade. And then we would go to the living room, sit down and all enjoy March of the Wooden Soldiers with Laurel and Hardy.
Oh,
So
that's
that
Babes in Toyland.
Babes in Toyland, thank you. I was struggling to remember that. Yeah, Babes in Toyland, thanks. Yeah, used to come on Channel 11.
Yep, I remember this. I remember.
You New Yorkers.
Hey. New
Wow.
Yorkers gotta stick together, baby.
Yeah.
Those are solid memories right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive. Going to Victoria and Albert's with my son and sister one year at WDW for Thanksgiving dinner, but we didn't eat turkey, says Anne. Well, yeah, that's kind of a catch-22, right? You're out for Thanksgiving. You feel like you have to have turkey, but you're at Victoria and Albert's, so you better have what's best on the menu there.
And what did you have
I would
at
just
Victoria and Albert's that time?
What'd you have at Victoria and Albert's, Anne, in case you didn't hear me talking over Lawrence? Let's bring back your mom here. She had a sad memory. Do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Your grandma passed away Thanksgiving morning, 1983, and her last words were eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I was 7.
Wow.
And so that would have been my great grandmother. So yeah, I remember that. And that was also the year it kind of helped me because that was the year on Sesame Street when Mr. Hooper passed away, and that episode was right at that same time. So I always, marry those 2 things together.
Your grandma and Mr. Hooper met at the gates. Your great grandma.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Same mom mentioned it.
Grandma Grover. Let's see. She might have something there. I always took Thanksgiving meal to my parents because I played the organ at church. On the way to their house, I plugged the roaster in, and the whole church smelled of turkey.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. I gotta just say, I'm really enjoying this episode. I think this is a great episode, and I never said that in the middle of an episode. My son and I had buffalo meat, like a steak. It was a 9-course meal that lasted 2.5 hours, said Ann Gilnack, over at Victoria's and Albert's. How about that?
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody, on a very special DIZPod, because it's Thanksgiving themed and a special night. We don't normally do this on Mondays. We usually do it on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So thanks for being there with us. We released a vlog today.
Yeah.
We're trying to release a vlog a week if we can, and it was the Kermit merch. So thanks for commenting on that one, everybody. And again, we're releasing it on the weekend for LID Club members, and then we're putting it out there on Mondays for all to see.
I like that. I got my notification that you had a vlog out. It was very cool. And then you even threw in Rise of the Resistance with that. That was very nice to see.
A little bit. We needed a little bit more length of that vlog. So I'm like, what else can I put together there? Let's see. Let's go to the next question. What are some of the traditions or rituals that you follow or create for Thanksgiving? That kind of goes along with what we just talked about, right?
Mine used to be working to some degree because I served 24 years in retail. So, in fact, there was one night, Catherine just put it in the chat. So there was one night where I had to work Thanksgiving. I was at Walmart and I had to work. And so we had dinner when I got home at 1:00 in the morning. So.
Wow. Michelle Hollensteiner said, my memory is showing my mom Santa Claus on the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. That's special.
That used to be the part of the holidays. You would see Santa at the end of the Thanksgiving Day parade, and that was it. It was off to the races.
What are some of the things we are grateful for this year, and how do you express your gratitude or appreciation to others? Let's tackle that first part. What are some of the things you are grateful for this year? And you can't say health and family. How about that? So you got to kind of reach out to something else. It doesn't have to be huge, but it can't. we all would say family and all that stuff. So, Kathy, what are you most grateful for? Social Blade, what's up? I'm grateful for Social Blade for being able to post numbers.
I was just on there about 2 hours ago.
Oh,
nice. Catherine is. Let us know in chat, everybody, what you're grateful for, and it can't be for people or it can't be for people. How about that? And health. Let's go with some other things because we're all grateful for those things. Catherine is grateful for her annual pass.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm like getting my annual pass and being able to join you guys, and then meeting again. It's getting to meet like all these great people. It's like my social circle opened up.
That's great. I mean, yeah. I'm grateful for the annual pass, but I'm just grateful that our channel is able to go and grow, and the channel has just become such a huge part of our lives over the last few years. When I took this on, I had no idea it would become this, and it only gets bigger from here. So I'm just grateful that the channel continues to roll, and that we're able to grow in terms of now we have the DIZPod. We're able to add some friends to that area of it, and I would say that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah, who knew 4.5 years ago when we met I'd be doing a podcast with you on a weekly basis, Corey?
Yeah, who even knows that I was going to do a podcast?
I know. You weren't even live streaming yet. You were just doing vlogs at that time.
We were just doing videos. Social Blade is grateful for YouTube. Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. Mine kind of goes along with that because I would say that I am grateful that number one, that Corey asked me to become part of the show, but then two, that I decided to do it because I had held off for a long time. Gosh, probably, I don't even know. When did you ask? Early this year.
Well, I mean, when I got going with Spotify, when the DIZPod debuted on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and all that stuff, I was doing it on my own. And crazy me, what else can I do where I have no time to do it? And I had all these crazy ideas. And I texted Lawrence. For some reason, I thought Lawrence would be good on a Disney financial podcast where we just talked about Disney financial stuff on a monthly basis. And you balked.
The Biz of Diz.
Yeah, the Biz of Diz it was going to be called. And Lawrence was kind of like, he kind of balked at it a little bit, like, I don't know, I'm not sure, or whatever. And I was like, okay. And I never pursued that any further anyway. So I don't know. I mean, we'd have to revisit that. When did it come up again? I don't even know. I mean, I guess spur of the moment, like I always do. I was probably driving around working and decided I need to take this podcast to YouTube, but I don't want to do it alone. I want to have somebody with me. And, you were probably, I'm going to have to admit this live now. No, but I offered the first person. I know you would have ended up with us as well. But of course, naturally, because you said no, also with that, I asked Neil if he wanted to do something with me. And Neil declined. And, I'm like, well, I want Lawrence. I asked him before, but I'm going to try again. And between me asking you and between leading up to it, we had become a lot closer too. Yeah. So I'm really glad you came on, and I'm glad that it all worked out. So very grateful for Lawrence this year. And now Kathy is with us too.
Yes. Yeah, it's been fun. Learned a lot of things about YouTube and podcasting and marketing, and a lot about Disney and us.
Yes. I still have questions for you. We're trying to figure some things out, Tammy and I, on your end. So, family things. We never talk about that stuff. We'll have to talk about it off air. Clear it all up. I'm grateful for finding Living in Diz on YouTube, says Steve Bullock. Steve told me something funny last night. I just thought it was funny. So generous. I'm sure he doesn't care that I mention it. And I'm thankful for Steve also becoming a good friend of the family and everything. He spent a week here just now, and we spent a lot of time together. And your family's beautiful, Steve. We're lucky to be able to knowing you guys as well, and looking forward to you coming down more. But he said to me, we were talking about TV and how we both dumped DirecTV to some degree and this and that. And he was like, I decided after a while, I was watching Living in Diz way more than DirecTV. So I sliced my bill in half and I just shifted it over to Patreon at Living in Diz. I love that story. That's awesome, my friend. Hopefully, I think he's probably driving or he's home by now. They left early this morning.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you were home already.
He said we make a great team. Yes. Our Disney World Fix says, I'm grateful for Corey and family for their friendship through the years. I would have been lost with y'all sometimes. Oh, that's awesome, Aaron. Thank you. So, yeah, let's see. We kind of went through that. Did Kathy talk about? Aaron. Yeah, she did. So that's Aaron, kind of what I have. What'd you say?
I said, Aaron, where are you at? He's in chat.
Yeah, where are you at now, Aaron? We saw you popping up over there at Epcot. So maybe he's still at Epcot. Oh, no, Steve Bullock is still driving, by the way.
Driving, got it.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so that's all I've got on this end. What do you have as far as Thanksgiving goes? Anything?
I wanted to know who still does Black Friday shopping. I
Okay.
I didn't really, because I was in retail, so I normally worked it.
Me too.
So sometimes I would just, put stuff away, until after the crowd left. But don't tell anybody. That's just our secret, just us. But I think when I left retail 7 years ago, I don't think I've really done Black Friday shopping since then. Just hasn't really appealed to me.
I haven't done Black Friday shopping for at least, I don't know, like half my life ago. Yeah, I just, because I can't deal with the crowds. I don't like the crowds. And I'm like, I just don't. I don't like being wall to wall with people. My claustrophobia gets, in the way with that. Too many people crowding, and people started getting nasty. And then I started to, when they stopped doing it on Friday and started making it earlier and earlier, now we're going at midnight on Thanksgiving, and now we're starting at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, I'm not supporting that. Thanksgiving is about family and spending time with your family, not shopping. So yeah, I had to, nope, I won't support that. But I'm glad to see that some of the stores, I think, are starting to go back to the old ways and not having it on Thanksgiving anymore, which they should. Thanksgiving should be nothing should be open on Thanksgiving, really, except for like restaurants. But even they close early so that their staff can go home and have dinner with their family the way it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, online shopping definitely changed a lot of the deals that you get on Black Friday. A lot of the stores extend, I think Disney right now is doing their Black Friday, and I think stuff was 40% off of apparel or something like that. So why do I have to wait till Friday?
Yeah, that's the new way to do it. I agree. Just open it up this week like companies already have, and just do it that way. You don't have to go to stores as much anymore. But I will share, kind of taking it back to the tradition. That was a tradition I kind of forgot. So this is how it went when the kids were younger. So if you wanted those hot toys for the year, you needed to be out there for Black Friday. Whatever the stores set for the times that were going to be open, we needed to be there. So what did we mean? We meant me staying home with the kids. So Tammy would cook the meal. Sometimes I think our mom would help out at that time. Cook the meal, clean up. Then she'd sit and relax for a little bit, for a little while, maybe watch the Dallas Cowboys game because that was the second game. And then she'd head out about 7 or 8:30, and I wouldn't see her for the rest of the night. I had the kids. I'd put them to bed. And that was a time where I was waking up at 4 a.m. for work. So basically, when I was rolling out of bed, literally, Tammy was getting into bed after a night of shopping to get everything possible she could get on the kids' Christmas lists. And this wasn't just go outside and wait in 70-degree weather. We're talking 10 degrees of weather outside waiting for like Toys R Us to open. So that girl was a trooper for those years to make sure that she got everything that the kids wanted. Earlier, Pamela said, grateful for Disney in all the happiness it brings to so many and how it brings lovely communities together. I mean, when I look at Walt, that's what I thank him for. I thank Walt for my life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have this life if it weren't for Walt. Now, coincidentally, I may have met Lawrence anyway, because my first choice when we wanted to move to warm weather was North Carolina. I went so far to be licensed to practice in North Carolina. Then Tammy got cold feet about North Carolina. So
I heard you tell that to Steve the other day. I was like,
wow,
oh,
you did hear it. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, how would that have transformed, Maybe
I know.
out near us, who knows?
Oh, well, it would have been meant to be. So that's what would have happened. But I was saying when we got that far, I'm like, well, if we live there, we can just drive down to Disney on the weekends. Our Twin Life says, I'm grateful for being able to get to know you guys in person and that we instantly became friends. We really did. It really clicked with our Twin Life family. You guys are amazing. And we love hanging out with you. They always have a Tesla. And I think we showed it live. We were live on stream. We went out to the Hollywood Studios parking lot and the car drove over to Jacob. Jacob loves Teslas. So I was so thrilled for him for the car to drive right up to him in the Hollywood Studios parking lot. That was pretty good. Welcome, everybody. Anybody that's new listening, this is the DIZPod. And I like to say this ain't your grandfather's DIZPod, Disney podcast, because we don't just stick to the news. No. We don't do that. So welcome, Shift Manager. So anything else? I'm done with that piece.
So why don't we take a break and then we can go into your other piece that you wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, let's hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back in 2. Hold on. There we go. Looking for a home that offers the perfect blend of luxury, comfort, and convenience with Disney World in your backyard? Victor Naraki is a licensed realtor with Vision Home Real Estate LLC. He is here to help you find the home of your dreams. With over 13 years of experience in the vacation home market and a proven track record of success, Victor is the perfect partner to guide you through every step of the home buying process. So why wait? Visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today to learn more about Victor's exclusive range of properties and schedule a viewing with him today. Your dream home is just a click away. If you're planning your next Disney vacation, consider booking with Your Magical Adventures Await. Claudia is a Disney travel agent who can create a magical adventure to any Disney park worldwide, including Walt Disney World in Florida, Disney Cruise Lines, Alani Resort in Hawaii, and guided group vacations with Adventures by Disney. She can also plan Universal Studios trips. The best part? If you book with her, her services are free. Disney pays her to help you create a seamless, magical adventure. Her availability is unmatched, and you can contact her Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Make your magical planner Claudia Anderson today from Your Magical Adventures Await by calling her at 956-455-8049. You can also follow her on Instagram, all one word. Winter is not too far away, and you'll soon be needing to bundle up. Keep your head warm and stylish with the Arctic Fox collection of winter hats. If you love the look of the classic beanie, we've got you covered. The creator of the company is known as Task Force 68, an industrial trance music producer from Detroit, throwing his hat into the ring of fashion. Arctic Fox hats are designed to keep you warm and comfortable all winter long. Winter is coming, so why wait? Shop their Etsy collection today and find the perfect hat to keep you cozy all season long. You can find the link in the description below in this video, or just click the QR code on the screen. We are back. So that's awesome. I just love that. It makes me feel for a moment like I'm back in the radio station studio, you know? I'm running the ads and I'm taking a break and I'm sipping on something, getting ready to come back from break. So
I think Dad wants to say hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Kathy's dad is still here hanging out. Great to see you, Dad. We'll see you on Thanksgiving, my friend.
Yes, he says we'll see you on Thanksgiving. He can't hear you
Yeah.
because, you know, I've got the headphones on. But
For sure.
We'll talk later.
So I was here before Lawrence, ready for the show, believe it or not. And
I was probably
That's
still
a
in Durham over near where Steve Bullock lives. Trying to get home while you were waiting for me.
That's okay. I just sat and I can't sit still. So I'm like, let me put something together. So I found this over at Disney Parks blog. You can read deeper into it. This article was put together or released on Tuesday. So 6 days ago. Was that 6 or 7? Now, so because we're recording on a Monday, November 14th. And the title of it was How Disney Fuels Florida's Economy. jobs and tourism. And I thought this was really interesting. And I believe that this came out on my Instagram. So why was this so interesting to me? So if you think about it, earlier this year, and I've got to go with the Neil angle here. This is not to really get political on the podcast. It is just kind of facts. And one quick opinion that I have, our governor here in Florida, what I've said, we all know that he's been bumping heads with Disney now for at least this year. And my initial thought on this was, why are you biting the hand that feeds you? This is crazy. What are you doing? Leave Disney alone. And do they deserve special treatment? You know what? Yes, they do. They do, because Florida would be nothing without Disney. I mean, all the particulars, are there some things maybe they should work out or adhere to? Maybe. But when, and yes, all these deals were done back in the 70s. So, of course, Florida government bowed to Disney. You can have whatever you want. And they were right for doing it, in my opinion. So it comes to now. And, there was a point when Bob Iger stepped in during all this, when he took over again. And he basically came out and said to the governor, do you want us to just leave? Do you just want us to pick up and go? We're about to drop billions of dollars of new money to make these parks better. We could take it somewhere else. And then I think his tune changed a little bit. So I think Disney went out. I know they did. Disney went out and they had Oxford economics, however you want to say it. And they had them come out and do a study. And the study has just been released by Disney. And let me tell you, this to me is Disney's jab at the governor. Like, look at this. Look at this. How can you argue this? So I'm just going to touch on points of the article. I didn't read the whole thing yet. I'll pick out a couple points and then I'll show you all some of the numbers. So just in the fiscal year of 2022, Disney generated $40 billion in economic impact in Florida. The new attractions and experiences Disney has debuted in recent years have led to more prosperity for the region and greater opportunity for the millions who call Florida home. The $40 million economic impact figure has grown exponentially over the last decade amid all the expansion that has taken place at Walt Disney World. This includes favorite lands like Pandora, the world of Avatar, Toy Story Land, to attractions such as Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, more resort hotels like Disney's Riviera Resort, and transportation offerings like Disney Skyliner. The list goes on and on. So Disney is an economic catalyst to the state of Florida, generating billions of economic activity, either directly or indirectly through its supply chain and the spending of employees, said Adam Sachs. He is the president of Tourism Economics, a division of Oxford Economics. Disney is also vital to the funding of the public services as it generated taxes of $6.6 billion in 2022, including state and local taxes of $3.1 billion. Let's roll out these numbers now. As you look at these numbers, Oxford's Economics has released this new study, like I said, and this is for the fiscal year of 2022. So $40.3 billion in total economic impact is what Disney has brought in this year or last year. 2,500 Florida-based small business contracts, 263,000 direct and indirect jobs, $3.1 billion in annual state and local tax revenue generated. And without Disney, Florida's unemployment rate would rise from 21st to the lowest, second highest, to the 21st lowest to second highest in the nation. So kind of crazy there. Those are eye-opening numbers. So I think it's important to point that out. And when you look at 2,500 Florida-based small businesses contracted, just some of the couple that jump out to me as far as local businesses just striking it big time with Disney is Joffrey's Coffee. That's a local business that struck it big with Disney, you know. Gideon's, which has 2 locations, one now in Disney Springs and one in Orlando off property. It's great stuff. I mean,
they're a cookie shop with a virtual queue. That says a lot.
Yeah, it really does. And that's the Disney impact, right? Because little do people know, and not everybody has the ability to go off property, but you can literally drive up, walk in, get your cookies and go home. You know, no differently than Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, whatever, you know. So it's great that they give local businesses a chance. And yeah, Florida needs Disney. The economy here needs Disney. So in the end, Disney will win, and they deserve to. So let me just see if there's anything else here.
Yeah, it's definitely not one-sided. Certain people like to say that it's a one-sided relationship. Disney and Florida do not have a one-sided relationship. It's certainly a give and take.
Yes. And Disney donates too. They donate a lot of money, like hundreds of millions of dollars are donated to nonprofit organizations for education, workforce development programs, to support the arts, combating homelessness, hunger, and a lot more. So there's all that too that goes into it. And yeah, so here's the last thing I was going to touch on with that and bring up the graphic. These are some nice little tidbits here. So Disney World is nearly twice the size of the island of Manhattan. How many people knew that? So that's pretty interesting. So
and sometimes it feels like there's as many people in Disney as there are in Manhattan.
Yes.
I have a great story about that. Okay. So there was one year, my friend, my best friend, she's from Florida, born and bred. So she came up to New York to do a cruise with us. We were doing a cruise, and she had never been to New York before. So we're in the limo going to the port to pick up the ship, and we're driving through Manhattan, and her face is plastered to the windows, and she's like, "Oh my God, what are all these people doing just walking around?" She couldn't believe it. She's like, "There's so many people here." I'm like, "Welcome to Manhattan, sweetie. This is New York.
That's it.
New York. Welcome to New York. This is the way it is every day, 365." She's like, "I've never even seen this many people at the parks." And I'm like, "Yeah." So it's funny. It was
I remember
funny story.
I was living in Baltimore, and I went up to New York to visit family for Christmas, and I had to work. I was in retail. So I went after I got off Christmas Eve. So I took a Greyhound, and the bus pulled into Port Authority at maybe 1:30, 2 in the morning, something like that. And, you would think it should be a ghost town, right? Not Manhattan.
Nope.
It is slammed full. You would have thought it was 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's, 2 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day. And it was just absolutely slammed.
It's the city that never sleeps.
Nope, never.
I didn't know our Twin Lake was in North Carolina too. See?
Yes, they are. They are. Man,
you know, have a second home here.
Yeah, we have a lot of great friends that we've met through our channel from North Carolina, man. We're talking Christina and JD, you and Catherine, our twin life, Steve Bullock and family. Yeah, man. Maybe I was meant to, live in North Carolina. I got some friends there.
Yes.
So here's one thing that I can talk about that relates Disney to Manhattan. So we went with the family about 3 years ago or so to Manhattan for the very first time with the kids. And they're so used to the monorail slowly approaching while you wait for the monorail. So I get ready to take them on their first subway ride ever. So we're down there and we're waiting, and I can hear it in the distance. It's coming. It's coming. It's almost here. Then Jillian jumped out of her skin. Whoa! It came through so fast.
Yep.
It just shocked them. And even me, I was like, whoa, I'm so used to the monorail. And I've ridden, the T in Boston many, many times. And to be honest, I think the New York one is way faster than the T.
Yes, it is. It's a New York subway. Be prepared.
Yeah. But they all smell the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't mind. It's just a greasy smell. It's a little bit like Spaceship Earth, So Disney transportation buses make 10,000 trips every single day, meaning they make more than 3.6 million trips annually. We're talking to and from the parks, Disney Springs, all around property. How crazy is that?
That's nuts. That's got to rival some small cities.
Oh God, yeah, I would say so. There are nearly 29,000 hotel rooms on Disney World property.
Yeah, we've stayed at a few.
How close are you to that 29? Kathy.
Huh?
How close are you to hitting that number?
Oh, 2,900?
Yeah.
Oh, 29,000.
29,000.
Yeah. Not quite.
Our twin lifer and Carrie. Where are you guys?
Yeah, they're close. They're close to Mom. They could be maybe 15 minutes from her, probably 20 minutes from me.
Okay.
Maybe 30 minutes from Steve.
When we get off the air, I'll tell you who the neighbor is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you told me. Yeah, you'll have to remind me.
Yeah. Little famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go up there and visit. We got to go up there and visit North Carolina and just hang out with all of you.
You should come during the state fair, right? All of us, Steve and his family, our twin life, Mom, we'll all go to the North Carolina State Fair, eat some fried Twinkies and Krispy Kreme burger. I won't do that. You can do that. I'm not doing that.
Ooh,
Krispy Kreme burger.
Should we live stream the North Carolina State Fair?
Let's do
Living
it.
in Diz on the road. Living in Diz on the road. I'm always thinking we go on the road. We're not afraid. We're not afraid. Over the past 5 years, more than 3,800 Disney employees have graduated through Disney Aspire program, a 100% tuition paid upfront education investment program. Jillian doesn't want to be a cast member, but I'm working on Jacob to become a cast member so that they can pay for his education. And the cool thing about that is you don't even have to come back and work for Disney. There's no obligation for that.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah. I think they hope that you will, but I don't think there's any obligation. Catherine says, our wedding. I was already thinking that, but I don't know if you want to go to the fair while you're getting ready for your wedding. I was thinking of you.
We don't have a venue. Is she saying we're getting married at the state fair? That is, I don't think that's going to work.
There you go. Surprise. So resort budgeting is also in North Carolina. Is that true? So Walt Disney World Resort has one of the largest laundry facilities in North America, processing hundreds of thousands of pounds of laundry each week.
I'm always amazed when I see the trucks go by carrying all the dirty linens and all that and coming back with all the clean linens. That's a lot of linens that they're taking care of.
Steve said we should all go to the state fair. So do they have merch like North Carolina lounge flies and mugs
There's
and cups?
Plenty of merch there, yes. Oh, resort budgeting is in the Triad, so they're like an hour and a half from us or so.
Okay. Magic Kingdom Park's blue and gold turreted 18-tower icon, Cinderella's Castle, rises 189 feet above the park's 142 acres. We learned during the live stream the other night that I was commenting that I thought Epcot's tree might be the tallest in Walt Disney World, but it is actually the exact same height as the one in Magic Kingdom.
Wonder if it appears that way because it's not, kind of cornered in by the buildings. Yes.
Getting married at the state fair would be really weird, says
But I bet
Life.
someone has done it. I bet. People do interesting things.
Yeah.
I have three more things here. On the iconic spaceship Earth at Epcot, 11,324 tiles make up the exterior of the geodesic sphere, which stands 18 stories tall. I've always wondered how many tiles were up there.
I just watched a great documentary. It's on YouTube. I'm trying to get him on the podcast, but it's called Defunct Land. And he just started season 3, and he did a great episode on Epcot. So.
Okay. Well, I hope that works out.
Yeah, he's got some interesting facts. Yeah, and he's on season 3. He's got plenty of stuff to talk about. So hopefully we can get him on.
Okay. The Towering Tree of Life at Disney's Animal Kingdom features 330 sculptured animals in its trunk.
Every time I look at that tree, I find more animals that I never saw before.
Mm-hmm.
Folks get married at NASCAR races, says Resort Budgeting in North Carolina. Well, I mean, Tammy and I were NASCAR fans big time when we got married. So, I'm not saying, I said to her, whatever you want, honey. So if she would have chosen that, then we would have been married at the start-finish line in North Carolina. Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Sharon Hecker's son got married at Pullen Park. My mom used to work at Pullen Park.
How about that? Yeah. Yes, I have to watch season 2 of Behind the Attraction. So I love Behind the Attractions. I begged for a Behind the Attractions 2. Thank you, Disney, for doing that for part 2. I want to see season 2 for sure. We came back from the movie on Friday night. We had time to watch one thing, and I was almost selected that, but Jacob and I watched Loki episode 3 instead, which is really good.
I haven't dived into that yet.
I haven't either.
Yeah, Loki's great, but I'm getting confused. So I have to look at Jacob, and I'm like, okay, help me out here. The Millennium Falcon docked at the Black Spire Outpost Spaceport in Star Wars' Galaxy's Edge, measures more than 100 feet long. So,
yeah, if you stand right under it, you can see it is that is huge.
Yes, and you can follow up on that article if you want to read a little bit more. It's on Disney Parks blog. Just Google that, and it was an article that was released on November 14th, 2023. So, yeah, Corey, which tree do you like the most out of all the parks? Probably the Magic Kingdom one, because it's in Magic Kingdom, I would say. Yeah, that's where I would go with. We just did a vlog from Pullen Park. Did you? Go over and watch the Pullen Park vlog, everybody.
They have a holiday. What do they call that? One of you tell me. But they have like a holiday festival, and it's a park. It's a public park, but to get into the festival, it's a ticketed event, and it sells out within hours, if not minutes, of when they release those tickets every single year. We've been to it twice. It's really nice. They have a carousel, and Arto and Life can probably correct me on this, a carousel that is over 100 years old, I believe.
Wow. Nice. Does it go super fast? Does it surpass my qualifications?
Well, it is indoors, so that might make it worse, I would think. Yeah. I
agree with you. Samuel Williams, welcome to the DIZPod. The big question is, will Epcot World Celebration be open in December?
I think so.
It's supposed to, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That stage looks amazing from what we can see.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be open by the 5th. but I think it will open in December. So New Year's Eve, here we come.
I was
That's
just
right.
thinking. I was just thinking that they may debut that for New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's possible.
And
I mean,
have
if you're going to be
have
that
some
close,
surprise.
yeah, if you're going to be
Need some
that close in
surprise
time,
guest.
you might as well debut it then.
And have a
Here's the
surprise
unknown.
guest on stage.
Well, yeah. Well, they'd probably invite my boy Josh and who knows, maybe Bob Iger. Who knows?
I was thinking
So-
more musical guests to the party.
Have you not heard Josh and Bob sing? They do a great duet together.
I'll sing with Josh on stage. Let's go, Josh. We'll be like the Cadaver Dans.
There you go.
I'll get up there with him. I gotta
We're
get
starting
Josh on
performing
the.
Christmas
I gotta get
music
Josh on the
now.
live stream. If I ever run into him again, I gotta ask him if he wants to say hello to everybody. He probably would.
Yeah, have him scan your dot and let's go.
Yeah, Josh, right here. Hook me up, man. Hook me up. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. Like, would we want Living in Diz to have media for Disney? Because they kind of tell you what you have to say. You can't be super. Like, Jill wouldn't be able to review things anymore. She wouldn't be able. No more cupcake reviews for Jillian.
We'll see.
Our twin life says that carousel is very slow. Oh,
Yeah.
she says, and no, it's slow. Okay, but very old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very old.
Okay.
While we're talking about reviews, I know I mentioned it in the live stream the other day, but Jollywood,
Yes.
man, I heard that there's the waits for characters are no more than 30 minutes tops at any point.
I read an article this morning that they had their second one, like I think last night or the night before.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Disney listened to pretty much all the reviews, and they have like 6 to 8 more characters. I'm like, great. Why couldn't you do that when I was there? I'm like, I wanted to meet Santa Stitch and Santa Duffy and
Yep.
Mary Poppins and Pinocchio and all these. I'm like, all right.
Jiminy
But-
Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, they had it was Mary Poppins and the Penguin Waiter,
Mhm.
Pinocchio, Santa Duffy, Santa Stitch, Jiminy Cricket, and there was one more, and I can't remember the last one. But they had so many more characters because one of my biggest complaints when I slammed them on their review was that I couldn't see any of the characters because it was too long. The lines were too long, and I didn't want to miss anything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
But they changed.
Hopefully, with the
changed
DIZPod,
way-
they listen to you.
Yeah, well, no, that was the other thing. I slammed them here and I slammed them on their review that they sent me the next morning. So they got it twice from me. But another thing they changed because I didn't do it. I wasn't interested in it in the Hollywood Brown Derby. But that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare for the people that wanted to do
I
that.
heard.
They sent everyone, your table will be ready in 10 minutes, and 2 hours later, people are still waiting. So they changed that to a walk-up queue now. It was a first-come, first-served basis when the party opens, and then you go to a virtual queue later on. So they changed that. But now, now they're adding more stuff and better ways of doing things. So hopefully when you guys go, it'll be a little better. Now, let's see if they listened about the merchandise, because that was my other huge thing. I'm like, how can you not have merchandise that fits the majority of people that go to your party?
I heard there was more. They didn't get into particulars about size, but I heard that there was more, and you could buy it later on in the evening. So, hopefully they listened as well.
Yeah. So Corey, that's your mission.
I got you. And, I'm a man with a plan all the time. So I'm formulating that a little bit. Lawrence and I talked a little bit to begin with. I think the strategy going in should probably be make our priority. We can walk by that shop. If it's not much of a wait, we'll go wait. But it may work out if we go see the first Kermit and Miss Piggy show. And then when we come out, go to that spot and see where they're at with the merch. And it's all they have. Disney's dropping the ball here. Why don't we have a more expanse of merch? There's only a t-shirt, which that t-shirt's great. Like, I want that t-shirt too.
Yeah.
But it is 100%, so Tammy might not want that shirt. But it's one shirt. Like, why isn't there an ornament? I mean, it's Christmas. We have ornaments for everything else. So, like, where's the ornament? Where's the mug? Where's the drinking glasses?
The hat, the hoodie, the magnets, there's tons of stuff that they could have, even something small. Okay. Oh, there was one freebie thing that we got that I forgot to show you guys, but I don't know if they're going to the coasters. Yeah. Yeah. We got the coasters.
Yeah.
So
I did see that on a channel, another channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
just heard Tammy yell "no mugs" from the other room there.
Probably. She's channeling it through the waves. So yeah. Oh, no one else has said anything about this. I'm gonna praise Susie Q. She loves the on air sign, and thank you.
You could thank Lawrence and I for you actually being able to see it.
I put it on. It got delivered while we were on air on Thursday night. So I'm like, since we're up and running, let's put this up and see if we can see it, because I wasn't so sure we'd be able to. It didn't have a dimmer on it. So we put something black behind it, and it looks great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does. And my sign is lit tonight. It wasn't lit.
Yay.
So.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Alicia would be all over it. Someday I'm going to forget to put that sign on, and she'll be like, Corey, turn on your on-air sign.
Stop the show. Go and put it on.
Our twin life wants to do Jollywood.
I'm going to need a set of ears that say on air.
On air. I like it. I like it. All right. We're working on it.
Our twin life's going to have to let me know when they're coming down. We are doing Jollywood. Lawrence and I are doing Jollywood on December 6th. It's going to be an amazing week of living in Diz. We're doing Luminous on Tuesdays, and then we're doing Jollywood on the 6th back to back, and trying to get the whole family to go to Luminous on the 5th. So we'll see. We secured some. All right. I secured some passes just in case everybody wants to go. So put for a pass in for that, Kathy, just in case.
Okay.
Probably won't need it, but it is Luminous. So here's the question for Luminous. When I was out there, are we ready for this week in the parks?
We need to touch on
you need to do your review.
Yeah.
All right. I was just going to say, while I was out there looking at Epcot Forever, I was thinking this. Let me see if you share a brain with me. What was I thinking? Relating to Luminous.
I would assume where's the best place to stand to watch it.
I love this guy. That was so out there.
Yeah.
I love this guy, everybody. That's my brother right there.
I thought about that too, especially for the 5th. Where are we going to do it? And then I thought, well, maybe he'll go stand in Port of Entry and I'll go stand in Japan. But no, I'm not doing that. Wherever we stand, all of us that go will be together.
We just need to go and own it. Cast members are so secretive, but most of the time they don't even know. We might have to do a little homework on this beforehand and try to ask. I've done that, like even Universal for the parades. Like, hey, I want to live stream this. What's the best place to stand? What do you recommend? Where should we set up? What time should we wait? We might have to just do a little homework that day.
Yeah.
And kind of see where, because we don't know if this is a 360 show, if it's certain areas that you need to watch. Have we seen any concept art of it? I thought we did.
We did, but I don't know that it really calls it out. And I know with Harmonious, they did say specifically certain things about it, that you could see it from anywhere. They haven't really done that with this. I thought we still had the art in the show, but we don't. But they haven't really said. But the concept art kind of says it's either America or America, Japan, or Port of Entry, from what I could tell. But that could just be the concept art. Maybe it is truly 360.
Well, I always like Japan because you have that that upper level there that you can get above some of the, and get a better vantage point. So I happen to like Japan.
The only reason I don't like that is because I feel like you're too far away, especially from the cannons. because I love the cannons. So,
That was going to be my question. Like, how it seems like it's far away. I've never done it, so I don't know.
I like it. I like that vantage point personally. But
now, do you like seeing the fireworks with Spaceship Earth behind it? Does that help in that? I would think so.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool to see the fireworks and Spaceship Earth, and it makes great pictures. For sure.
Yeah, exactly. Now with Harmonious, if you stood at port of entry, you had America, excuse me, as the background, and the as everybody called it, the Stargate, was kind of framing the building. So that was kind of cool, but not as cool as seeing Spaceship Earth while you're watching fireworks.
Nice.
So,
all right. Our twin life. Text me those dates. Text me those dates. Let's see if we can hang out that week. We will hang out that week. Let's plan a park day for the 16th. We'll hang out with our twin life and Social Blade.
They're there the week after we are.
Oh, you just miss them, huh?
Yep.
I'll be on my cruise.
We need Social Blade to kick our channel in the butt and boost us to 20K in no time. Let's do that.
PD has 11 days till his Disney World vacation. I am at 13.
All right, PDC. That's amazing.
Yeah. Catherine says they turn on Spaceship Earth. That's true. So as I mentioned, we got to see the preview of Disney Wish on Saturday. I will try not to spoil anything. See if I can bring this up. I'll try not to spoil anything, but they did an advanced screening. And folks, if you're into movies, I would advise you to look up GoFobo, GoFobo.com. It's a company that does advanced screenings all across the country. And so you can get into movies way before, and typically they're free. This one we had to pay for, but it was reduced. I think adult ticket was like $7 because it was an advanced screening. So they before the movie, they asked us to come and speak to them after, because they were going to share our thoughts with Disney. So we did that. We shared our thoughts with them and took a picture, and they did some video. So who knows, that video could end up being one of those commercials for the movie, maybe. I'll just keep my fingers crossed. I did notice that we were dressed in Disney attire. So that was more so because it was Mickey's birthday, but maybe that's why we got picked for the picture. I don't know. So without giving anything away, no, Finley's ticket was $5, I think. Without giving anything away, if you love Disney, you need to go see this movie, and you need to see it in the theaters. What I told them in my review is that this movie was a love letter to Disney and Disney fans. Corey has mentioned it before about the animation style, very different from a lot of the computer animated that we're seeing today. So that felt different. The story was good. The music, it's hard after like Encanto to talk about, a Disney movie with music. I don't think it's on the same level as Encanto, but there are certain. Finley has been singing the songs for the last, 5-6 days, even before she saw the movie. So that for sure will, for the younger kids, it'll stick out to them. But yeah, you need to go see this movie. It was really well done. Do not leave before the end of the credits.
Oh, okay.
So
wow, Lawrence and I, we like to do this on the podcast, right? We some things we don't talk about before we get on, because we want to hear it live. And I had no idea what you thought about Wish. I love that because I definitely want to see it. When the family and I go to movies, Tammy loves movies. For our entire relationship, Tammy has trusted me to just pick movies. there's been times where we go and she doesn't even know what we're seeing. You know, we're sitting there. She's like, "What are we saying?" She just trusts me. You know, I have never, in 25 years almost, I have never taken her to a movie that she didn't like. I just think that's a skill for myself to recognize what I like, what is good, and we have the same taste. So I never leave the movie saying something was bad. I might, very rarely I might say, it was okay. But yeah, Jacob and I looked when we saw the newer Wish trailer, because there's like a second or third one now. We went to the movies Friday night. Every time there's a trailer shown, I'll turn to him and I'll say, "We signing off on that one?" Or sometimes you just know, you're like, "Oh, we're signing off on that one," and he'll be like, "Yeah." For this one, he was kind of like, "I'll see it because it's Disney." Like, it wasn't really grabbing him, and I think I want to see it more after the second trailer. It could be the third trailer, but the alternate trailer makes it look pretty good. And again, the animation style. I've been begging Disney for a hand-drawn feature, and this is like in the middle. Like, hey, let's meet in the middle and see what happens there. I like that they changed the style. It's time. I love the typical Pixar movies. No complaints about that, but it's just nice to mix things up. And I'm going to enjoy just watching the animation style the entire time. The movie, the story, the music could be, 50% approval rating by me, but I'm going to bump it up another 15% just for the art style. So it looks cool that way. And I'm even more excited to see it. And I'll let Jacob know what you said about the movie. So I'm excited for Wish. And when does that debut? I'm putting you on the spot.
It's either Wednesday or Friday.
Oh, the 22nd. It's the 22nd. Yep. A lot of movies come out for the 22nd. That's so right. I'm trying to map that out and see where we can see it. So for me, it's more like Napoleon is a must see for us on Friday night. So we're doing Napoleon. And then after that, we could see Wish, but Tammy missed Hunger Games, and it's so good. I wanted to see it. So you know what? Wish. How long was Wish? What? Hunger Games?
Yeah, because I don't. The only reason I didn't go with you guys because Dad's never seen the Hunger Games stuff, and that's not his bag. But
okay.
I saw the Hunger Games stuff. I'd see it, and I want to see Wish as well. So.
We might look at showtimes, and I might make that that could be a double feature, which is a lot on a Friday night, but probably most likely see Hunger Games first, and then because I think Wish will still be around in 3 weeks. So maybe we can do that Friday.
I can't do this Friday. I'm at SeaWorld this Friday. And Dad goes home the next day. So
we're seeing Napoleon this week.
Okay. So next week then.
So you're good.
Okay.
You'd be good. Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
Purple Pleasure says, I volunteer as tribute. By the way, Hunger Games, everybody, my review of that is it's a must-see, and it's a must-see in theaters. Amazing movie. Amazing. I give that a 95% this year. I really wish Jacob and I would have written down our percentage for every movie. Because of the A-list, we're seeing a movie almost every week. So we're going to be looking at close to 50 movies this year. So I love movies, and I'm glad for the A-list. I'm thankful for the A-list. How about that in this Thanksgiving podcast? Are we ready for Inside the Parks yet?
Yeah, I just looked up Disney Wish length. It's 1,119 feet. So it gave me the length of the cruise.
The film?
It's 92 minutes. The film is 92 minutes.
Oh, see, that's perfect for a double feature, though.
Yep.
Yeah, although no, it wouldn't be though, because Hunger Games is, I think it's a 2 hour and 47 minute length.
That's a little long. Yeah,
it's a little bit long.
Catherine said there's so many Easter eggs in that movie. Excuse me. And when she noticed the first ones and mentioned it to me, that's all I could see the rest of the movie. Were all the Easter eggs.
Say that first part again. There's so many what in the movie?
Easter eggs.
Oh, I love so many Easter eggs go over my head, but I do love them.
Yeah. It goes back to what you said about Haunted Mansion about the product placement. Once you said it and we started watching the movie, that's all I could see. The Easter eggs were just phenomenal. Just, I'm telling you, nods to Disney fans all over.
Awesome. I hope that it encourages all of you to go see Wish in theaters. I get no money for that. I just love Disney, and I want you all to go support it.
Exactly.
So we did a survey in the parks the other night when we were live, and you asked, it's the current environment of the world and how we watch things.
Yes.
I was actually a little saddened, but I shouldn't be surprised that more people said that they would watch Wish and wait for it on Disney Plus and stream it rather than go to the theater.
Well, you look at the numbers for Little Mermaid and Elemental and Strange World, and they were all off the charts on Disney Plus and did so in the theaters or did nothing in the theaters. But on streaming, it was just crazy. Now, we know, unless you have A-list, movies are expensive.
No, you're right, though. Movies are expensive. And if you can afford something like the A-list, that's the way to go. Because I have to be honest, we wouldn't be seeing this many movies either if we didn't have the A-list. Because, you're talking, Jill doesn't really go with us much anymore. So if you multiply your ticket by 3, you're already up $30 $33 or something like that on a Friday night.
Yeah.
A family of 3. And then you get your popcorn and all that, you're dropping like $60 per movie. So one movie, compared to the A-list for $22 a person is a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sir. Let's go inside the park. So inside the parks, not much has happened since last time. I guess it's one day, right? We're so used to a little bit more content under our belts. But the short turnaround here with the DIZPod was a whole different thing. So we were at Epcot. Beautiful day after a week or 8 days of rain.
Yeah.
The Mickey sweat factor was 0.
Nice.
0. Mild breeze. Maybe not cool, but neutral. Although we stayed in the parking lot and chit-chatted with Steve Bullock and his family while the kids all waited in the car till 12:30 in the morning, something like that. Maybe close to 1. And it was starting to get chilly. I know, I would never do that. But it was chilly. Like we were almost like shivering at that point. But beautiful weather, beautiful time. I just like flow, like it just flowed for the day. And, we get to see a little bit more, get a little bit more trips of soaring under our belt, soaring over California. We did Nemo, discovered, or just kind of supplanted Nemo as a ride that just doesn't lag anymore.
Yeah.
Things can happen at any time, but I mean, this is like 3 straight times on Nemo without losing the stream as you hit the fish tanks. Beautiful. I'm glad everybody's able to see that live. So we did that. And I'm telling you, after doing a live stream without a gimbal to be back with the gimbal on Saturday, it was heaven. I appreciated that gimbal so much that I dropped it in the parking lot. But she performed just fine. I kind of caught it with my foot and it rolled off my foot, but God. But to walk around with the gimbal, just wow, you really learn to appreciate your gimbal. So was happy for that. And we ate at Regal Eagle because basically I was ready for fish and chips that time, but everybody really wanted Regal Eagle and I wasn't going to split myself up from everybody with Steve and family there. So we did some of that. I thought we had enough time. We grabbed the Nitro Mickey Pop one more time because Food and Wine is over. Mm-hmm. So we grabbed the Mickey Nitro Pop, which Jacob and Tammy had not had yet. and neither did the Bullock family. So we had that one last time. It was so funny. I was buying into what Tammy was saying. She's like, well, because we think, Tammy's probably lactose intolerant because any ice cream kind of makes her stomach upset. And she's like, well, I really can't have the Nitro Mickey Pop. So I'm listening to her. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I get it. And I was like, well, just have a little bite. Have a little bite. So she takes a little bite, and she's like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's it, though. I'm like, have some more. She's like, no. I'm like, wait a minute. There's no ice cream on this thing. I said, have some more. So she did. So the Mickey Nitro Pop is really, really good. Emergency Gimbal Fund comes through in a super chat form from 86JB. Blast the chat for that $9.99 super chat from 86JB. I appreciate you, my friend. And I told you would love the Hunger Games, and I'm glad you agreed. Spencer is in chat. He says super chat train. What's up, Spencer?
I'm gonna have to make an audio clip for a super chat, but instead he'll get this one.
Oh boy!
There you go.
I like that. I like that. When a super chat comes up, do that, and I'll just cut right in, and we'll thank whoever for their generosity. It's always appreciated. So, just overall, a great day at Epcot. Epcot forever. It's the second to last time it'll be shown on our channel. We'll make effort to show it again before the 5th. And we'll say goodbye to an old friend.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob and I talked about Epcot Forever after it ended, and he had some good things to say about it. And just saying, he actually said, I really enjoy this. He and Tammy enjoy Epcot Forever more than Happily Ever After.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
They just love the music arrangement. They love the music arrangement. And Jacob, like me, loves how they really delve into classic Epcot. There's so many original songs when Epcot started, so it's just a nice blend of those things.
That's interesting because they didn't really know original Epcot. So you would think that they would not be fans of Epcot Forever, but no, it's fun. I wish it was longer.
Yeah, I wish it was the original. I wish it was the pre-COVID Epcot Forever, because that was different. That had a lot more stuff going on, and they just did not have that whole show anymore. They used to have
that's true. That's true.
And the floats and the thing. There was so much more going on that I really enjoyed the original Epcot Forever. That when I was excited again when I heard it was coming back, and then I saw it. I was like, wait a minute, that's not the same show. And it's like it's missing a good at least 5 minutes, of stuff minimum. But there was so much going on. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that? I totally have by this time have forgotten about all the stuff that it debuted with. Mm-hmm. And now that I think of it, I don't mean to be contrarian with you, but I'm just thinking of it. It was kind of weird if you think about it. Like, it was cool though. It was cool, but I think Epcot Forever does okay on its own without all that. If you think about all those extra things, they were kind of strange. Like, how did that really fit in to Epcot?
It was visually interesting.
Kites with lights. Kites with lights. So that's interesting you brought it up. I totally forgot about that. But I was hoping that it would return with all that stuff, and it didn't. USC Greg, hello and welcome. Blast the chat. There you go. What 86 said, says Spencer. Spencer, I love your icon there. It's great. $1.99 super chat from Spencer. Everybody, you all know what to do. Blast that chat. So, yeah. I think that's Inside the Parks.
Nice.
For this week. Where are we going this week? We are live tomorrow from Hollywood Studios. So we'll get in a little bit of Fantasmic. Hopefully there's 2 shows so we can see the second show. I would imagine that's going to roll through the rest of the year at this point. Second shows, I would think. And
where are you went?
Nowhere. Home.
Oh yeah, I forgot where. Man, it's a
wacky week.
Thanksgiving is Thursday.
I have a client. The client I usually see on Monday nights, I'm going to see on Wednesday night. And it's Thanksgiving Eve. So, We'll give you all some time to focus on your turkey preparation and all those things.
Yeah.
And so after Tuesdays, we'll be live. I'm so excited for this. We're going to be very much live from Universal Studios for Grinchmas and the Macy's Parade. I'm excited for Kathy because she's never seen it in person. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. We're going to actually...
I've seen it. I haven't seen it, but it looks like it would be amazing to see in person.
We'll have to really balance that out. That takes some planning for both shows. Like it doesn't always work well. Like we're going to have to figure out what the Grinchmas times are and what the parade time is and see which park we need to be in first.
But you've done okay with that.
Yeah. There's been times where we've missed one though. Like we've done the parade and then we're like, we're not going to make it to Grinchmas. I remember there was one time I'm like, why did they do Grinchmas like around the same time and not another show? Like I thought there was another one. I don't know if they wouldn't cancel it. I don't think, but, but last time we did it, they actually had a later Grinch show. So we finished the night in Islands, but we'll see it. We'll talk about it. I'd rather start the day in Islands in the stream there and then come over for the rest of the night because I think closing times are equal for the parks that night at 9. So there'll be a little bit of thinking and planning on that. So, yeah. But I think I'm good here. Are you guys all good? I think we covered everything tonight. What a great, fun time.
This was
talking
fun.
Thanksgiving.
I like our first holiday episode of the show, really.
Yeah. So if we look ahead for Christmas is a Monday, so we're fine. Well, yeah. I think we're totally fine with that all the way around because the DIZPod can continue on respective Thursdays.
The only one I'm thinking of is the first week of December.
Ooh.
That would be a Thursday, but maybe we move it to Friday. Maybe.
I mean, ooh.
We'll play with that.
Yeah. You're moving into
my
movie watching time there.
Yeah, keep an eye on the schedule. I think Thursday will be fine that week. Hey,
if it's not, we can do another Monday. Oh no, you won't be here.
I won't. I'll be flying in.
There's always a pre-record. We might have to pre-record.
There is. So if you're watching the rewatch, please make sure to leave a comment. Add to the Thanksgiving comments if you would, please. We certainly love to see that. What are your traditions? What's your favorite meal? Favorite part of the meal for Thanksgiving? Do you do Black Friday shopping? Make sure to add that all into to the comments. We will make sure to respond to them.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all for all of you who started from the DIZPod last week and the vlog we released today and the live stream we did at Epcot. Please keep commenting when the stream is over so that we can help build more interaction with YouTube and try to build the channel up. You guys are all doing great. So again, on the rewatch, please leave a comment. And tonight, when the DIZPod ends and it's official, definitely leave a comment then too, and I will respond to all of them. And Lawrence is really good too. If I miss a comment or something, Lawrence I've seen has responded too, or I'll respond along with him. So thank you for that, my friend.
Or he'll respond to my comment that I left.
Right. Yeah. So awesome. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. But I'll see you all tomorrow from Hollywood Studios. And anyway, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. So for the DIZPod, I'm Corey.
I'm Lawrence.
I'm Kathy.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody.